For real.
The boys are back in town.
The boys are back in town.
Yes, they are.
What's up, everybody?
Hey, J-Ho.
What's up, Jeff?
What's happening?
Right, Jefferson.
Oh,
Weezy,
man.
give me your song of the week, my man.
My song, I'm rolling right back with Future on this one, man.
Okay.
They say Pluto.
Now,
That was a fake leg.
Dirty Sprite.
First Sprite. Styrofoam.
Same thing.
Spin the blade. Getting mind blown.
Mm-hmm.
Coach, what you got? What's your song of the week, brother?
Song of the week, man. Took it old school, man. Shout out to Frankie Beverly.
That's
man.
one.
We are one.
We are one. I'm gonna be real, y'all. Until we was in here recording this podcast, I didn't know that was Frankie Beverly's song. Now I knew the song.
Yeah.
I just didn't know that it was his.
You weren't here that day, Coach. We had a whole thing.
Really?
We had a whole thing in here, Coach. You missed that one.
Yeah.
That was a rough day for my boy.
Say it ain't so.
Yeah, I mean that's a family reunion thing.
Yeah. That was a rough day for my boy right there.
You missed those days.
Shut up.
I ain't never had him.
Okay, Jeff.
Okay.
Jeff, what's your song of the week, man?
Think about it.
I never had one either, brother, so we got good, you know.
But you went to somebody else.
Probably. You gotta get a plate, you know what I'm saying? Anyway,
Those
Babyface
men
Ray.
go now.
You probably just didn't go knowing, yeah.
No, that too. That could be it.
No,
But
you
it wasn't
probably-
one. It wasn't one.
Family walk past me, I have no clue.
Yeah.
Like, hey.
Oh,
brother.
man.
Ain't my brother. Go ahead, Jeff. My
That's a cousin. I didn't know.
What's this?
Babyface Ray. Groupies and goofies.
Groupies and goofies.
A lot of y'all acting like goofies, and a lot of y'all acting like goofies.
Yeah, it's a lot of
Yeah.
goofies out here.
Yes, Lord.
Yeah. Yeah.
For Babyface Ray?
Yeah. As long as you put some new
No,
stuff.
that was a horrible allegation.
Nah, it was
But-
bad. It was bad
Yeah,
music.
You're right, Coach.
My song of the week is Doshi's Death Roll. So that's my one. Yeah, it's a good one. Good song. Good song. You listen to that Doshi yet?
I have.
Do you know who Doshi is?
I don't.
I'm sure he doesn't.
If you had to guess what Doshi looks like or signed to, who would you say that Doshi is signed to?
I'm thinking she's a girl, right? Don't
She is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who
Who's she signed to?
Let's say Coach P now.
Guys, that was a good guess. A good guess. Nah, signed to TDE.
TD.
Yeah.
Top dog.
Top Dog. Yeah.
Dog.
Who? Give me 3 people off Top Dog, then we gone.
Oh, my God.
Fight with.
SZA.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
you there.
Kendrick.
Okay. You there.
Doshi.
How you do this?
Yeah, lock me
Yeah.
into it.
Yeah.
Let's get to it,
Take a
guys.
low hanging fruit. I ain't mad at you.
Yeah. No layup line, no warm-ups, no nothing. We just walking right into the stadium and get into the game. Let's do it. When the beat on, then it's on. When the right jerseys on the road, cause how we feel where we roam is our home. Leaving these other podcasts null and void. The show can't miss something like Tom Shepard and corduroys. Full sport press, you know them boys. Jay run the point, lock for 3, and me, I crash the boards. Weezy told you that it's paid for.
Greetings and salutations. I would like to welcome everybody back, and some of you for the first time, to the Full Sport Press Podcast, the premier sports podcast for the consummate sports fan, and this is your one-stop shop for all sports-related news and topics. I'm Jay Ho.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
It's your boy Weezy. What did he do?
It's your man, Coach Locke.
Cameraman, how you doing, brother? Can't see you, but what's going on?
Good.
He said he doing good. He said he doing good.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's just saying
Yeah,
good
he
too. Why
said
don't you
good.
turn up like that with Jeff?
Oh.
Okay,
I ain't
okay.
got
It's
nothing
all
to do with
good.
nothing.
Nah, we locked in. You know we locked in.
Oh.
Yeah, it's all good. Episode 532, we're handing out predictions for pretenders or contenders for the 2024 NFL season. Not after week 1, but for the entire NFL season.
That's right.
That is FSP style.
Always FSP style.
You better damn know it.
Better damn believe it.
Kick it off, Jeff. Best of the week. Talk to the people.
Nah, not this week. Not this week. Not this week. We getting there though. We getting
On the
there.
way, huh?
Yeah, it's going away. But now, Coach, fresh off of being snubbed and robbed for the comeback player of the year last year, my guy.
Are you finna praise this man for what he did?
Whoa, no, no. I'm gonna praise him and be happy for this young man for now having a starting job in the NFL when people said he was trash and sorry.
He's sorry.
and shouldn't be the comeback player of the year. Now he's a starter.
Y'all got rid of the whole goddamn secondary, Jeff. Everybody gone, Jeff. Process of elimination.
Shout out to DeMar Hamlin
Shout out to
for
DeMar Hamlin.
persevering.
Yeah, he did.
Hey.
Hey,
He did. Shout out to
my
him.
dog, man.
What we got next, DP? Coach, what you got? Best of the week.
Best of the week for me, man, is social media.
Oh, boy.
Hook or crook?
Hook or crook. Social media is always going to be entertaining.
Damn right. Damn right. Damn right. What you got, Weezy?
Armageddon.
You want me to go?
And social media going to be going off.
All right, go. Yeah. My best of the week is Asia Wilson. She became the WNBA's all-time single-season scoring leader. She finished the game with 956 points for the season and has a potential to get 1,000 in a year. Truly dominant year for Miss Asia Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't get unanimous this year. Some bullshit in the game.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, shout out to Asia. She should. She leading the league in scoring, rebounds, blocks.
Everything.
Crazy, man.
Yeah,
gotta-
that's if there ever was unanimous, that's unanimous.
Yeah.
Definition.
Yeah. What you got, Weezy? Best of the week.
Best week, man. It was good to see some NFL live football last
Okay.
Sunday.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
I sat at home
Yeah.
after church, came home
Yeah. What you put on? Tell me what
and
you
did
cooked.
nothing.
You cooked something, no?
I cooked some rotel. That's it. I
Yeah.
did nothing.
Yeah. It was a good day
Real good day.
until the Titans played.
All right. Let's
Talk
keep
about
this. Let's
that.
just go.
Yeah. Because he never mind. We locked in.
He been six. But go ahead.
No, I was saying he was
Mason
like,
bag pick.
ain't no damn way the Bears gonna beat us. And then
He remembered that, didn't he?
yeah. Nah, I just remember you missed a lot. It's okay, twin. We locked in though.
See, I coach like he been
Yeah.
telling me that all week.
Yeah.
I was telling you to say it today. Like 3 or 4 times.
What you got worst of the week, my boy?
Worst of the week, man, is my softball team, man. We still struggling out there. Hey,
You got to recruit.
Gotta get your NIL together, baby.
Said he got a dollhouse.
man, I got dollhouse. I got big wheels. I got everything, man.
Everything.
Oh man, snacks,
Yeah.
galore, tablets.
Yeah.
Come on over here and win with us.
You got to win with it. That's tough. I hate
It's
that.
rough on
I hate
us.
that you're going through that. Yeah. My worst of the week is Adrian Peterson. Still in hell, man. Still trying to hold on. Still in a debt of $12 million. They're talking about turning over things to the estate, trying to make sure that he turns in some things to get that $12 million paid off. Made $100 million, man, from 2007 to 2021. To be down $12 million after you make $100,
That's crazy.
man, that's tough.
That's
Man.
some bad investing.
I don't know what the hell.
That's
he
more
did.
than
Bad
bad
money
investment.
management.
One of his birthdays, though, he rode in on a camel. So that might let you know what he was doing.
What he had going on.
Bad
Yeah.
money management.
Bad money, man. What you got, Coach? Worst of the week, Coach.
My worst of the week is for the people that have seen the movie The Goonies.
Okay.
They are making a sequel
That's all right.
40 years later,
That's all right.
but with the original cast.
Oh no, they're 80 though.
That's my point. What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do?
Are you saying they done turned into the Goonies?
It's about bad as
Nah.
having the Barbers coming to America too when they was already 79 years old when first coming to America.
What are they gonna do?
And boy, they stretched it out, didn't they, with that one?
Like, come on, man.
Yeah, that's tough. What you got, Jeff? Worst of the week?
All righty, man. He needed this fight. He needed to bounce back after 2 duds. Young Shakur Stevenson has to pull out of his championship bout on October 12th against Joe Cordina. According to Matchroom, Shakur had emergency hand surgery after tearing his hand up. Shout out to him. Godspeed, quick recovery to Shakur. He needed a good fight and a good showing. Oh, man. Make sure you check us out on iTunes, Facebook, Instagram, Google Play, Spotify, YouTube, Amazon Music to catch up on the full archive of past episodes of FSP. Just simply search for Sport Bridge. J-Ho
Yes, sir.
and Weezy. You guys have a yellow box of yellow box of Cheerios
Yeah, I got a box of cereal for sure.
for our listeners.
This week's award recipient, I think it's J-Boy too.
My guy.
Shannon Sharpe.
Yeah, damn lie. No, we got to. Nah, you got to. No.
Why not?
If we created a
That is the
yellow box of
definition.
Cheerios,
Why not?
it is for Shannon Shay Sharpe. Nah, listen. Shannon Sharpe claimed his Instagram account was hacked after he appeared to have sex with a woman live on his Instagram.
Shout out to her.
Sharpe's personal Instagram went live to his more than 3 million followers for about 2.5 minutes. He chalked the whole issue up to not being very tech savvy, and he said that he was embarrassed for it all. He added that he's disappointed in himself for how the aftermath of it all affected people in his immediate circle. Good news for Shannon Sharpe. The viral video that went off on Wednesday, it sent everything to a storm on Instagram and Twitter, especially Twitter. Twitter is made for situations like this, man.
You go straight to it. As soon as it happens, you know where to go.
Yeah, ESPN said it will not affect his day job. He has confirmed that the higher-ups won't discipline at all. His absence from Thursday's first take had nothing to do with what went down on his Instagram, as his usual off days are Thursdays and Fridays. This is the only thing I don't like about this.
Mm-hmm.
Shannon Sharpe now is selling T-shirts that says "That's my Michelle." Mm-hmm. Come on, man. Ain't nobody wearing it.
You got it.
Oh, people wearing it.
Ain't nobody. I'm not.
You don't know
As a
that.
grown man. As a grown
I'm not
man,
wearing that as a
you
grown
can't
man.
You
wear that.
not wearing
No,
it.
no,
Nobody at this table is wearing it.
Because depending on
But
what you're into,
don't know.
depending on what you're into, that 2 minutes was good content for depending on what you're into.
Yeah,
That was good.
You don't know that.
I'm gonna be real. I saw some comments let me know. Oh, okay.
It's some people out here.
Yeah, depending on how you get down.
It's some
them 2
people
minutes
out here.
was pretty good. Was pretty good content.
Okay, cool. As a studio, let's go through a studio. That's a question.
Okay.
Watch yourself.
I am.
Watch yourself.
I'm treading lightly.
Okay, I'm right. All right now. All right now. Here it comes. Cameraman, you get ready. Get ready,
What else you gonna
cameraman.
get?
When I point at you, cameraman, you
I ain't
just
gonna. I'm not gonna think about it. Whatever else coming out with me.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Here's the thing.
See, here we go. Here we go.
Has
I know.
anybody ever said?
I plead the 1, 2, 3 for now.
Has anybody? We do need a Patreon for this. This is good Patreon content. Has anybody ever said a name in the middle of it? Yes. I ain't never said no name.
I'm saying, depending on what you're into,
I would be
that's
real.
good content.
Who's gonna take this good yellow box to Shannon?
You in there with Stone face that you ain't said a word. You ain't never with Stone. Stone face. He ain't said a He ain't said a word.
Ain't say shit. Ain't gonna ever say that.
You alright? You ain't saying nothing.
Shut up.
Man, let's get started with the first half, man.
Full Sport Press.
This your boy FSP Weezy. Join us each and every Monday on all streaming platforms. And don't forget, everything is paid for.
The Revolution will be podcasted. First half, the hottest sports news of the past week, like you do each and every week here at the Full Sport Press Podcast. Before we get started, I am J-Ho.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
It's your boy Weezy.
It's your man, Coach a lot.
Jeff. We're gonna find you on social media, my brother.
Thanks for asking, Weezy. It's Jay Easley 84 across all social media platforms.
Jay, where can I find you on social media, my guy?
You went out of order. J-Ho on Instagram and Twitter. Talk to me on Twitter.
Coach Lock. Talk to him.
Nothing has changed, man. It's lock_the_great. That's THA. Get at me.
I'm FSP_Weezy on IG. I'm at How Weezy on Twitter. Holla at me.
You ain't went live yet?
Nah, not
You
yet.
ain't going live?
Nah. If I go live, nah.
Nah.
All right then.
Yeah.
All right then.
Jeez Louise.
Jeff.
All right, it's week 2, cameraman, of the FSP Fantasy Football League update. Let's get going.
Let's get it.
First matchup, we got Return of the Mac. One time for Reagan versus third string commentators. Man, Shane and I had the game of the millennium. Came down to 0.25 points. Got my first win, though. Shout out to Shane. He is projected to lose this one by 2 points. Another close one for Shane. Follow the Buzzards, myself. Versus Show Me Them TDs. One time for Parham. I know he is listening. Parham and I are playing this week. I am projected to win them by a 7-piece. Bishop sick of my team. One time for Cam, looking to get off the schneid versus that N-word in 10,000. One time for Twin, also looking to get off the schneid this week. Twin, after a great start, is looking to win this one by a 20 ball.
20.
Keep fighting, Cam. Hair Jordan at 0-1 versus D. Harris, also at 0-1. Mike Leach's pirate ship. D. Harris is projected to win that one by a 5 spot. Now watch God, still the best name in the league. Sean Washington 1-0 versus also 1-0 defending champion Chaz, B2A. We know what that means.
Mm-hmm.
He's projected to win that one by Sean Wash. It's projected to win that one by 1/10 of a point.
Ew.
And Broke Dak Mountain, P.O. needs counseling for that name versus imaginary players. One time for Coach Wayman at 0-1. Coach Wayman's projected to get off the schneid in this one, and that is also because P.O. refuses to put his team out there until Sunday morning right before the game, but it always comes back to bite him in the ass. Every year he does that, but he continues to do it, and that is the FSP Fantasy Football League.
Let's get to it. Let's talk some more football, guys. The NFL averaged 21 million viewers per game during the league's opening week, making it the most watched week one on record. NFL history was made. The league and the Nielsen rating said Wednesday morning that the per-game average on the TV and digital platforms was a 12% increase over the last year. All told, 123 million people saw at least part of one game. It's the highest total for an opening week since 2019. Jeff, is this a big deal, little deal, or no deal?
It's a big deal, man. For all those partners that are giving up, you see now why they're giving up those billions of dollars to get a piece of that NFL pie. Because in the dying world of television, live TV is the only thing keeping it afloat. And if you could get a piece of the biggest machine in live TV, why not? And this shows why. The most eyes, the most viewership. Shout out to NFL, man. They doing something.
Doing something right. What you got, Coach?
I'm not surprised either, man. There were a lot of good matchups in week one that brought eyes to week one. You had the Ravens playing the Chiefs opening night. Then you had the Packers and the Eagles playing. And then you had the Jets and 49ers. All 6 of those teams are considered Super Bowl contenders early on before preseason, I guess you could say. That may change the season goes along. But opening weekend, everybody wanted to see those matchups because you have Aaron Rodgers coming back playing the Super Bowl contending 49ers. Then you have the Ravens and the Chiefs, which is a rematch. Everybody know you got Lamar Jackson versus Pat Mahomes. Then you had the Packers and the Eagles. So I think that had a lot to do with those rating records as well.
Weezy?
My thing is, the NFL been going on for 50 years. Why this week? Why this week was so different?
I think it's just the access. It's so many different ways they've set up these beautiful matchups. They set up the intrigue throughout the entire year on ESPN, Fox, whatever the case may be. It's year-round football now, and it's just good marketing, man. I think people are just a little bit more intrigued with what's going on with football going into 2024. Yeah,
And
it's also funny that all the time games were close,
Mm-hmm.
except the 49ers games.
Yeah.
Everything else, like the Thursday night game, came down to a toe.
Yeah.
The Sunday night game between the Packers and Eagles was pretty close too.
Jets,
Detroit.
Lions and Rams.
Yeah.
Lions, right.
That was pretty close too.
It was.
And they had a good story behind it.
Good
Yeah.
story.
Well-
Yeah. People are watching that, and I think it's a big deal. But they got to make sure that the product is continued to be sold right. You got some of these guys. Al Michaels sounds a little long in the tooth.
I'm gonna be real.
Yeah,
Peacock need a new team.
That team.
Peacock needs a new
They
team.
need a new team for sure. And even Tom Brady's going to get some reps, right? He's going to need some reps.
He didn't sound good at all.
Yeah,
He
you
ain't
can tell
Romo.
he's a rookie.
He ain't
You can tell
Romo.
He's a rookie.
He just didn't have a personality.
He ain't Romo.
Which I didn't think he was gonna have it at all. Period. Like,
Romo was it day one.
yeah, Romo was different.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, Greg Olsen sounded better than Tom Brady.
Greg Olsen, Greg Olsen's solid.
Yeah, but Olsen was better than Tom Brady.
Tom Brady has that monologue voice, though, that tone. Like you have to have a upbeat tone to talk and be commentating games and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Shout out to G-Rig, man.
Yeah, but the main thing that what I worry more about are things that's happening to like Tua Tagovailoa, or things that's happening in the overseas game. People are slipping. Like the actual field has been bad in the overseas game. So as long as the product is good, it'll continue to trend the way that it's trending. But the day that product drops and you see things that aren't happening and you're like, man, I ain't even gonna watch this. You can go into that baseball category where people stop paying attention to it. So.
I think another thing that helps the NFL, this is Captain Obvious, that one game a week thing.
Yeah.
And then also, I think a lot of sports have seen an uptick this year because people are staying in the house.
People are in the house.
People are staying in the house too. It costs money to go outside.
Hell yeah. Hell, it costs money to have these streaming services too. So
Talk about it. Ooh, let's talk about some more money. Keep it in the NFL though. Ooh, was it Jay's guy?
my guy. Me and Coach Locke.
Yeah, that's my guy.
All right. So Jay's guy. I ain't gonna do that to Coach Locke.
Appreciate it, Jail.
No problem. He has some more allegations come across him. Old Deshaun Watson, man. We jokingly call him the nasty man here. Okay,
Bluetooth.
Well, Bluetooth ejaculations is what they call him. That's what they call him.
Talent.
Yeah, that's a
If
talent,
it
boy.
don't work out for you, boy, you need to get on OnlyFans, boy. You make some money. I'm trying to just tell you, if it don't work out for you.
Speaking of old Deshaun, man, he had some more allegations come out this week. Fresh off a mediocre at best last season. Mediocre at best. And stopped early by injury. Also a start to this season after 2 games.
Come on, man.
All that money Cleveland is invested in the old Deshaun Watson. Fresh off these allegations, is he slowly creeping towards Cleveland Browns having an out and voiding his all guaranteed contract? Weezy.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's in his contract that if he gets suspended this year, other than anything other than injury, if it's like bring up the allegations, they can void it. This is the one time that Cleveland, I'll never say this again, but they need to think about Jameis. For real. You need to think about Jameis. Because here's the thing. The thing with Deshaun Watson is they keep coming out. The women just keep coming. So, pause. But they keep coming. The allegations keep coming. And, yeah, I mean, for sure. You like what you like. But,
He want him to keep, not in that way Deshaun Watson got going on.
What you got, Coach?
But we want him to keep.
Yeah, I'm with Weezy, man. This could be the Browns out to save a lot of that money, especially with, like I just mentioned, the way Washington's been playing here recently. And I don't know if it's because he needs to get the rust off because he got hurt last year. He hadn't played at all before that. But right now, he's not looking like the Deshaun Watson that I thought he could be. Some of that is not getting too much line protection up front. Yeah. But he's going to have to make something, at least show some prospect, some progress,
Yeah.
show something.
All the PR.
Right, also, because the way he's looking right now, it's not looking good. So the Browns are going to be looking for any out to be able to cut ties with their contract.
But listen, man, they set D-Watt up, y'all. They set him up. And what they did, they saw him laying in that tall grass and said, you know what? Just in case this shit don't work out, this is from 2020, guys. So in turn, it's like, okay, just in case, if I need this, we're going to put this over here. Because the girl is coming to the NFL saying that she has video of this allegation. All of a sudden. Yeah.
I don't know if I can rock with you on that one.
That's what I'm
saying. The team is setting them up so they can get their money back?
Just in case. And
Don't make it home tonight.
This one, Jaheim now.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm telling you. If it was a situation where D.Y. was Pro Bowl, All Pro, we would never hear about this. But just in case, you know what? I'm going to sit that over there because I know he's sick. You know what I'm saying? I know he's sick.
So what if he had 3 good games? This gonna go away?
Hey, no.
Now if it's go away, he had 3 good games. This go away. I believe you. But other than that,
what I'm trying to say.
I can't ride with you on that one.
The only way I think it'll go away, period, is because the NFL are not in cahoots with what the Browns did. You've told me before the Browns broke the code.
Yeah.
The Browns said, "Oh no, we're gonna get this man guaranteed money," and now the owners are looking like, "Wait, that was a silent code. We ain't never giving nobody all guaranteed money." So in turn, the NFL ain't fooling with the Browns. They're going to let that $92 million sit on there as dead cap space. I also think, too, it's not in the best interest of the Browns to go ahead and void the contract. It's still going to be dead cap space at $80 million. Now, granted, you don't have to pay him the $92 million, but $80 is still going to come on your salary cap. So it doesn't help the Browns per se, but it does help them in the long term if you can find a way to get him on tape. Doing all of this stuff, it's over with, man.
Yeah. I would believe you if this was it is a new allegation, but like recent. This is 2020 though. Man, this is around the time he was wild.
Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, he had a wild pandemic.
Man, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
He was bored.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm trying to tell you. There's no way I'm telling you, they not finna set up themselves like that and put themselves in a tougher spot. First off, the general manager's about to lose that job. Stefanski's about to lose his job because of what's going on. It ain't all Deshaun Watson fault neither. Kevin Stefanski's doing a bad job. We'll talk about that in a second.
Jay, let's stop. He looked bad, Jay.
Both your left tackle out and your right tackle out. Yeah, I mean, you can't do nothing. You can't do nothing with both of those guys out.
Well, not just that game, Jay. He didn't look bad.
If you don't have your left and your right tackle, it's gonna be very hard to look the way you want to.
Did he look good last year?
No.
All right, then. That's all I'm saying.
That was
this is nothing new.
Okay. All right. Before we get started with halftime, let's talk some more NFL. Jeez. Man, in the third quarter of Thursday night's Bills-Dolphins game, Miami quarterback Tua Tagovailoa suffered a concussion, at least his third in the last 2 calendar years and 5 total, including his time at Bama. The play and aftermath was really reminiscent of an infamous Thursday night football incident involving said Tua Tagovailoa that defined the 2022 NFL season and led to significant changes within the NFL. Jeff, what is next for Tua Tagovailoa?
I've said on this show in 2022, 2023, he should retire. I understand he just got paid, and the Dolphins are hoping to goodness that he has something left. But, dude, he played – that was a run-of-the-mill tackle. That wasn't a – DeMar Hamlin didn't Steve Atwater him. You know what I'm saying?
It was a regular tackle.
That was a regular tackle.
Wasn't vicious at all.
That and the way his body reacted when he hit that ground like that, like, man, that's tough, man. Like, if you listen to this show, you know I'm not a Tua fan
at all.
But I hate this though. I don't want to see him go like this, but I do want him to enjoy the rest. That man too young, man.
Way
enjoy
too
your life.
Yeah. What you got, Coach?
Yeah, I agree with Jeff, man. I think it's time to go on and hang it up. It wasn't a vicious hit, but the way his head snapped over, that can kind of lead to that concussion that he's already primed to have. And with him getting paid, found out recently that he's guaranteed $90 million regardless. If he stopped playing today, he has $90 million. Tua, you ain't got nothing else to prove, dog. You have a family. You want to be able to live with your family long and prosper with your family long. It's not worth it at this point. Yeah. Those concussions, man, they could get worse. The more concussions you get, the worse it gets. So I think he needs to just go on and hang it up, walk away while he can still walk away.
What you got, Weezy?
Tua got to do what's best for Tua at the same time. But I like what his coach said, Mike McDonald. What's his name?
Mike McDonald?
Yeah, Mike McDonald. He
Mike
said
McDaniel.
Mike McDaniel. I'm gonna say, yeah, Mike McDaniel. He said that it ain't about the play on the field. It's just about him as a person. Yeah. And he got to do what's best for him. But at the same time, 3 concussions in 24 months is crazy. Mm-hmm. That's a lot. And like Jeff said, that was just an ordinary tackle. And people say he should slide, but he never slides. So if he gonna play the game, he gotta play the game the way you play the game. He never slides. Telling a young quarterback that's in his 20s, in his prime of his life, to retire is very hard to do.
True. Yeah.
It's very hard to do. But I don't care who you are. You're an athlete, and
you still think you're
you still
young guy.
Yeah, you tell him, man, you need to retire. Yeah, 28. He ain't trying to hear that. He ain't trying to hear that from nobody.
He essentially made it through last year by bulking up and not running. That was and he had a career year doing that. Mm-hmm. Just stay away from all the contact in the world. It's just one of those things. How long can you do that?
That game script last night didn't let him do that though, because no disrespect, he was having a bad game.
Yeah,
last night.
Yeah.
Before that happened.
Yeah. Man, they said he lost weight to be mobile again, and I think that they watched a full year, said, okay, made it through a full year, played in all 17 games. You know what? I'm okay. I can do this. And then the first time he goes into a full contact situation, man, he gets a concussion. He's going to keep playing, though, because he just signed a $167 million contract 3 months ago, man. So they don't play again until September the 22nd. Coming off a career year, his team is loaded, and the team is built around him. Do they need a red zone threat? Hello, Kangar might get off the couch, and help them, maybe so. But so many injuries are things that we can get fixed for. You tear your Achilles, you can get that fixed. You tear your ACL, you can get that fixed. Dude, you can't go into a doctor and say, hey, Man, you can't. No, there ain't no fixing your brain, dog. So,
And
go ahead, go.
like just comment on what you said about him not running, how he stayed healthy. A couple of concussions wasn't him running. It was just him being in the pocket, and they sacked him and they slung him down. His head hits the ground. So he's still at risk not running because the line break down and they tackle him and his head hits that ground. He's going to be concussed again.
It's true. Yeah, I don't see him retiring.
Yeah.
I mean, because his entire family, $93 million or not, is dependent on him to take care of that entire family.
Deers, I know you listening. He pointed out, he sent me a clip and pointed out something. Last year, that interview when Tua was talking about Brian Flores, he also said something in that interview. He said, I talked to my doctors and I talked to my family, and after consideration, I decided to keep playing. I could keep playing. He never said the doctors were like, you good.
Yeah.
They were it sound. I don't want to imply anything. I'm not a doctor, but it sounded like the people who was in his corner was saying, "Hey, man, you might want to chill."
Yeah.
And like we've all said, he's 28, 29. Yeah. It's hard to tell a man that age and that young to stop doing what you love. But there's other ways you can make money doing this, man. You can go be a legend in Tuscaloosa right now and be the commentator of Alabama or sell some cars like Nick Saban.
I mean, Manti Te'o came out in the interview. He was like, I wanted him to retire after the Cincinnati hit. Yeah. Seeing him get rolled out in a stretcher, he got 2 kids. Yeah. You want to go into a situation where you can live that life with those children, man, and that's tough, man. That is tough, and Godspeed to Tua. Yeah. That's my guy. But man,
and if you do come back, take all precautions, man. If you have to wear a shell, wear a shell.
Yeah, but at the same time too, even like Coach Locke saying, hell, he go in there and Christian Wilkins get through there and they playing against the Raiders and slam on his head, then we right back in the same spot. So yeah, I mean, he avoided all the contact in the world last year, had a career year, led the league in passing yards. I know that, but at the same time too, any hit can take him out of here, man. And it's clear that it's a fragile situation that only rest can do. And he had a whole year of rest. Right there, man. That's tough, man. Anyway, you guys ready to get started with halftime?
Let's do it.
Let's get it.
Make sure you check us out on iTunes, Facebook, Instagram, Google Play, Spotify, Beyond Pod, YouTube, Amazon Music, and Amazon Music. Hey, if you got Amazon Prime,
hell yes, there too.
Make sure you do all that, all right? And when these ads start showing, ads are free if you got Amazon Prime or Amazon Music. Make sure you check that out. All right, to get on the full archive of past episodes of FSP, just simply search Full Sport Press Podcast.
Halftime, we are back with FSP's Heisman list. Yeah. No, it's the FSP.
Nah, this your list, bro.
It's the FSPs, man.
Nah, this your list.
No.
Each week, it's college football season. FSP will take a look at the 2024-2025 Heisman Trophy race and break down the contenders. Out of contention this week, Colorado wide receiver cornerback Travis Hunter. Quarterback from the Alabama Crimson Tide, Jalen Milroe. That's how fast things can happen in football. Yes, those two guys are out of contention this week. It is a week to week. Is that what you said, Jim?
That's what I say.
It's a week to week.
Oh, shit.
Coming in number 4, we have Boise State running back Ashton Gente. He is plus 3,000 right now. He's been the most exciting player in FBS this season, bar none. They pushed the Oregon Ducks to the brink with 37-34 loss inside of Eugene. He just might be enough to push the Broncos to the playoffs. The Broncos have a bye week this week as they prepare for Portland State at home. Coming in number 3, we have Miami quarterback Cam Ward. He is plus 800 right now if you're betting. Ward ranks second in FBS in quarterback rating and has completed 75% of his passes through 2 games for 690 yards and 6 touchdowns. Up next, number 10, Hurricanes are at home against Ball State. Miami's favored by 35 points. Coming in at number 2, we have Ole Miss quarterback Jackson Dart. He's plus 1,000. Furman and Middle Tennessee State having provided the tough test for Ole Miss throughout the 2 weeks, but Dart has done his absolute best at shining. He's thrown for 795 yards, basically 800 passing yards, and 6 touchdowns with no picks, while adding 2 scores on the ground, Jeff. Up next, Dart's competition only gets a little stronger there. With number 5 ranked Ole Miss visiting Wake Forest. Ole Miss is favored by 23 points. And coming in at number 1, we have Texas quarterback Quinn Ewers. He's plus 450 right now, putting on a clinic against the defending champion on the road inside the Big House. Will get you the number 1 spot on any Heisman list this week At Michigan, Ewers posted 246 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 0 picks. Up next, number 2, Longhorns are at home against UTSA. Texas is favored by 33 points. And that is your FSP Heisman list.
Or Jays.
That's Jay's.
It is FSP. That's a good list.
I just want to know why. I still want to know how yours gets to be FSP,
No,
but my list got to be Jeff.
no.
I just don't.
It's week to week, ain't it?
It's week to week.
It's week to week. Yeah, so this is what I'm saying. If the Heisman Trophy ended today, Quinn Ewers is your Heisman. There we go.
Not surprised.
Yeah. You guys ready to get started in the second half? Let's get it.
Sport Press.
J-Ho. Check us out each and every Monday. The Revolution will be podcast. Revolution will be podcast. Second half. It is time for the NFL's Contenders or Pretenders 2024-2025. I am J-Ho.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
It's your boy Weezy. What it do?
It's your man, Coach Locke.
Cameraman with week 1 in the books, only 5 weeks into a point where we get to see who's really in contention. This is the best of football still being left played. Who are the contenders and who are just the pretenders? First things first, we'll kick things off with the Cincinnati. No. We did that as soon as we hear it. We'll kick things off with the Cincinnati Bengals. Jeff, who is a contender or is a pretender? Is it the Cincinnati Bengals?
The Cincinnati Bengals, to me, on paper, are a contender. You have Joe Burrow and you have Jamar Chase, and you have a solid, at best, defense. That the thing that scares me about them is their division. I'll be honest. You have 3 possible other playoff teams in your division that you have to fight with. And that's going to be a bloodbath in that division. But to me, on paper, they are contenders.
Coach.
I agree. I think they contenders, man. Joe Burrow is coming off his injury. He just need, a little more reps to get back in the game time. Like I said, Jamar Chase is still over there. They still got Joe Burrow quarterback, and the defense is still solid. So I think they're still contenders.
Weezy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go contenders too because typically he started to a slow start. This is the first season that Joe Burrow went all through training camp and had a full off season, pretty much. But he typically always starts off to a slow start.
Yeah, you ain't lying. The Bengals' 3rd consecutive loss in week 1. So every season they lose their first game, and they've been off-season darlings, right? And we going into the season, we're like, hey, you know what? Cincinnati Bengals are going to be the guys, but T. Higgins was missing, yes. But Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase were there. And you get 10 points against a rebuilding New England Patriots team, who I thought was going to win maybe 3 games this year, maybe 4. They were the worst team on paper, wouldn't you say? So, man, they didn't look good. And I think what we have to look at, I told you guys last year, they started out 5-5 with Joe Burrow. Now, he was hurt, so that's what they were saying. He was hurt, limping into the regular season. I get that. But what if Joe Burrow isn't good, guys?
Oh, come on, man. You've been a Joe Burrow hate from the beginning, man. Yeah, come on, dog. Come on, dog. You've always said he ain't good.
I think they're pretenders. They'll continue to fix their issues. But like Jeff mentioned, as far as contending in that division, it's going to be tough. But to drop an egg here when we watching week 1 against the New England Patriots, was an inferior team, right? We can't say that. That ain't the same team. Bates ain't there no more. Mixon ain't there no more. You just rolling with what you got. They ain't paid nobody. Shit. I don't know. Y'all don't know that neither. So, I don't know. Shit. That ain't the team that went to the Super Bowl. That's not the team. And they damn sure ain't going to no Super Bowl. Let's move on to the next one. We have the 2024 quarterback draft class. Weezy. Contenders or pretenders?
Shoot, them boys contenders. The 24 class? CJ Stroud and all them boys?
That was 2023.
Yeah.
Are we talking about the rookies now?
That's what you said.
Yeah, that threw me out. Oh yeah. Well, I'm not saying they're pretenders yet either. I'm not gonna say them boys are pretenders. Yo, I know you're gonna go off Caleb Williams because he had a bad game. Bo Nix had a bad. Bo Nix played okay.
Bo Nix played like shit. He had the worst day of everybody.
Jay Daniels ball.
But a lot of that was in garbage time. A lot of that.
You can't. Yeah, not with you, bro. We can't.
Garbage time. Garbage. The game was blown out. They wasn't even playing hard by the time. What you got, Joe?
I think
It was.
I have this draft class of quarterbacks as contenders. You have a young Caleb Williams who, no matter how he looked in his first couple of weeks, this team believes in him. That city believes in him. He's gonna turn around. You got to, but the city believes in him right now.
And played against a good defense.
And Jaden Daniels is an athlete.
He better slide. He better learn. I've told y'all last. He jumping over people and shit. He did that shit at LSU. He better slide. His ass better slide. His helmet came off twice.
I think all quarterbacks need to learn how to slide. Especially the athletic.
Caleb Williams slide.
Nobody said that was Lamar Jackson was going crazy.
Yeah.
Nobody said that shit when Lamar Jackson was going crazy.
We don't want you to take the unnecessary hits because it's too much invested in you.
His helmet came off twice.
His helmet always comes out. Came off when it was in college. His helmet always pops out.
Keep playing like that.
I'm gonna be real. That's not something to be proud of.
Hell no.
No, but I'm saying when it does.
Being flying at you like missiles.
What you got, Coach?
I have this class as pretenders, man.
You damn right they are.
Because you have to look at the class as a whole. You can't just look at Caleb, Jaden, and I think Michael Penix is going to be good. But then I don't think Drake May is going to pan out. I don't think Bo Nix is going to pan out. There are other couple of quarterbacks that's not going to pan out. So he is hurt. When you look at it as a whole from all of the quarterbacks that were taken in his class, I have them as pretenders because it's the majority I don't think are going to pan out versus the Caleb Williams and the Jaden Daniels and the Michael Penix. So that's why I have them as pretenders.
Real quick, Coach. You named 6 of them. I named. You had 3 contenders and 3 pretenders.
But the other ones,
just real quick.
That's what I'm saying. But the other ones, I didn't even think worth mentioning.
But it's only 6 to worry about. We only talk about the 6. We're talking about Penix, Williams, Daniels, Drake May, McCarthy, and
Bo Nix.
We don't talk about those. Only 6 we worried about.
And 3 of the 6 started. And they all put up together combined 415 passing yards.
Okay, that's only.
And what are we talking about? Bo Nix averaged 3 yards a pass. What the hell are y'all talking about? 3 yards a pass and he threw 2 picks.
I'm talking about the class as a whole.
Caleb Williams didn't even get 100 yards.
I'm talking about Penix, Daniels, Williams. Those are the 3.
Penix is holding the clipboard.
Penix will be. We're gonna talk about that. Penix will be starting by week 4.
I understand that you got past Caleb Williams. If the Bears would have lost that game, it would be a total different narrative. That's the shield of a W going against Caleb Williams. 93 passing yards is ridiculous. Yeah. Wide open throws. That wasn't his problem in USC. He was making wide open throws. He missed Keenan Ellis wide open in the end zone. DJ Moore's wide open, bro. He's missing passes.
Keenan Allen dropped one too, but he won't drop that again.
Talk about that.
Man,
Keenan Allen dropped one on the 2.
Man, that ain't got nothing.
But here's the thing with Caleb Williams. Here's the thing with Caleb Williams, man. He got to stop ad-libbing. Because all he has to do, he has to be a point guard. He has a great team around him. Stop ad-libbing. Just it's okay to be a game manager. Kirk Cousins made a lot of money being a game manager, just running the play action. Run the play action because you have a great team around you. Be a point guard. And once he figures that out, he'll be fine.
Yeah, but all I'm saying is you can't spend 93 passing yards and you're the number 1 pick. 90. What the hell? Cam Newton threw for 455 passing yards his first game. I'm just saying, this first game, it don't matter. Y'all defense ain't that good. Now, y'all ain't the 85 Bears.
We held them to 7. They didn't score a touchdown. We held them to 17 points.
Y'all defense ain't that good to be a point when you look at a guy that got everything that Caleb Williams got and only get 93 passing yards. That says something about him. That's all I'm saying. Now, y'all, I said the defense is good. They ain't that goddamn good. That's all I'm saying.
No, I'm not saying, but we held him to 17 points.
All right, so one touchdown should have been a touchdown though, because he overthrew him. That would have been a touchdown.
Yeah, that can go both ways though, Coach.
Bro,
that can go both ways. Shit, my quarterback makes 2 touchdowns wide open.
But he's not looked at as Caleb Williams though.
Huh?
He's not looked at as Caleb Williams good
For sure.
He's playing quarterback.
That's
blind.
not surprising.
Huh?
Y'all quarterbacks playing quarterback blind. It's all good though.
He said he's blind.
blind.
Oh, man. Coming in at number 3, we have the Dallas Cowboys. Coach, contenders or pretenders?
This is the definition of contender right here, man. They have everything they need to win a Super Bowl. Will they? I don't know. But they have their quarterback. They have the wide receivers. They have the line. They have the defense. Because you have a guy on offense that you can have offense MVP. You have a guy on defense that can win defensive MVP. They have everything they need in Dallas to be a contender and be a Super Bowl champion. So I'm going to go with contender.
Jeffrey.
Dallas is a contender. I had to look at their roster real quick. That's what I was checking out.
Yeah.
They are a contender. Like, they have everything you need. They paid the quarterback finally. They have wide receiver 1 in a million. And you have Brandon Cooks at wide receiver 2 that doesn't get talked about enough. That is, and don't look now. Ezekiel Elliott looks like he could be comparable again, just like he was for the Patriots in that lackluster year the Patriots as a whole had. So, yeah, and the defense is the defense. They have, I hate to say this because Cowboys fans are bad people, most of them, but they should win this.
They should.
Yeah.
Yeah. What you got, Weezy?
Cowboys are real, man. But they do what they do all year. They'll win 12, 13 games in the regular season, and they'll lose the first playoff game. Hopefully they don't. Hopefully, well, 49er fans speaking for sure. But Cowboys are legit all the way around.
Yep.
Them boys got a good team.
And going into the year, there was skepticism because they didn't make any moves. Well, they were making any moves because they had to pay all those damn people. Yeah. And I think Michael Parsons going to get $40 million a year in a couple of weeks. So, in turn, that's going to be crazy as well. But Mike McCarthy had his back against the wall. This is a make-or-break year for him. And you bring in what's left of fucking Zimmer. Zim looked like back in Minnesota. He was dialing shit up. That defense looked great. Man, that was one of the things I was worried about. Mike Zimmer was a defensive analyst for the Colorado Buffaloes last year. So it turned like to see that you were doing that and now you're dialing up plays on Sundays for one of the best defenses in the league, man. It looked good, man. So yeah, they're definitely contenders. The only thing you got to worry about is injuries because they have no depth. And Trevon Diggs is there. They're waiting on the guy that caught all the picks last year, Deron Bland. Yeah, Deron Bland to come back. So, in turn, yes, they are contenders now, but they're one injury away. You look at some other teams, they have a little bit more shelf life because their teams are deeper. So, definitely contenders, though, for sure. Next up, we have Deshaun Watson and the Cleveland Browns, Jeff. Contenders or pretenders?
Listen. That defense is too good. Too good. And we've I'm not saying we like, but the Cleveland Browns have wasted that defense for the past 2 to 3 years simply because you want to you spent so much capital on Deshaun Watson. Mm-hmm. Jameis is the guy.
No.
Jameis is the move.
No.
Jameis is the move. Like, you've seen enough of what Deshaun Watson has. I'm not saying Deshaun Watson is cooked. I'm not saying that. I'm saying in that organization, it just may not be a fit. You can put Jameis anywhere. And you know what you get. It's going to be crash and burn. The highs are going to be the highs, and the lows are going to make you pull out whatever hair you got left.
Okay.
Go with Jameis, man.
What you got, Coach?
This my boy, man. So I think he still has it in the tank. Mm-hmm. He just needs a little time, get some reps. Like I said earlier, it's different from having practice reps in camp to game reps. And last year he didn't get a whole season of game reps. We know he got hurt. So I still think he has the tools and the capabilities to be the Deshaun Watson of the past. So I'm still gonna go to contender. And like Jeff mentioned, the Browns are loaded on defense, so defense is gonna keep him in games anyway. So Deshaun Watson, really, all he has to do really is just fly the ship. Yep. He doesn't have to be extraordinary like he was in Houston. He just needs to fly the ship and keep it straight, and I think they can be contenders.
What you got, Weezy?
I got to see it from Deshaun Watson. I'm if I see it, I change my mind, but I think he's a pretender right now. I need to see it. I know he's under a lot of pressure. I ain't seen number one player in all of sports play through this kind of pressure and still ball, and he. God rest his soul, it's Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant played through a lot of pressure doing his rape. A lot of pressure, yeah. he scored 81 points doing his rape charge. So let's just you know what I'm saying. But Deshaun Watson is rough on him right now. But like Jeff said, don't waste that defense. Myles Garrett no coming. Yeah. Pause.
Yeah. Here's the thing with that defense. That defense is world-class defense. They won games with Joe Flacco. If we can get in there, Deshaun Watson just becomes serviceable. You got to get your damn tackles, though. You can't win a game without your left and your right tackle. Jameis Winston out there, he's going to look the exact same way. It don't matter who's out there.
I didn't say it's going to look like,
better. I get you. I understand that. But, hell, the Cowboys is a tough draw for anybody week one.
That's true.
Nobody's talking about that, dude. The Cowboys, dialed up on their ass. It ain't a big deal.
You're putting this out on week 1. I'm talking about as a
I'm
whole.
just saying, as a whole, I'm saying we can only see what we saw, and I think that game it showed a chance that he was being used the wrong way, and that's why I worry about Kevin Stefanski, because you know what you got. You ain't got no running back. Who they starting running back? Kareem Hunt ain't walking through that door. Kareem Hunt ain't walking through that door. Nick Chubb gonna be out for the next 5 weeks.
Ford was played well for them last year.
What I'm saying is, we gonna put 8 in the box. And they had 8 in the box.
They got Judy on one side. You got Coop on the other side.
If your left tackle ain't right there and your right tackle ain't right there, we ain't got no time to get it to Judy or Coop. Coop dropped one too, wide open.
Hey, and your tight ends all gone.
Cooper didn't help him. That's all I'm saying. Coming up next, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Weezy, contenders or pretenders?
Say what you want to about Baker. Baker balling.
Baker balling.
Baker balling. Mike and Jeff boy, Mike Evans still balling.
Still look good out there.
Still balling. So
10 consecutive years is 1,000, man.
Yeah.
Walking 1,000.
Man.
Walking 1,000.
1,000.
And Baker Mayfield getting him the ball. Baker Mayfield is not making the same mistakes. No. So it's always a chance. Like the bounce back is real.
Yeah.
So, but I'm going to go, contender.
Yeah. Sure.
I want to cite the source I heard this from, and I can't remember, but so much we hate to base someone's career off of one game, but you got to think that one game Baker played with the Rams off the couch, leading that last-minute drive, winning that game when he played with the Rams, that had to do something for his confidence.
Bro, all this shit is confidence. Yeah. Deshaun Watson don't have no damn confidence.
You're right. That's why I don't think he's
done. It's all confidence. Yeah. Deshaun Watson was loved in the world. He was the work done, man of the year, recipient, shit. He was, and to not have any confidence, and you go into stadiums and they booing the shit out of you like they booing Bake. Well, Baker's in a situation now. You're back against the wall now. You balling. Baker's balling. What you got, Coach?
Bluetooth though.
Oh, Lord. That's what I was gonna say. There's no pressure on Baker Mayfield no more. When he was in Cleveland, it was all kind of pressure on him because Cleveland was starving for a quarterback because they had gone through hundreds of quarterbacks in the last 10 years. So it was a lot of pressure on him. Now he goes to Tampa Bay. There's no pressure. He still has a team around him, and that's why he's playing well now because he's just out there playing relaxed. And when you can play relaxed, it makes all the difference in the world. So I had them as contender because they can win that division.
Yep, I'm rolling with you guys. Contenders, especially in that NFC South. We all question if Baker Mayfield could even play at a high level once Dave Canales left to go to the Panthers. He's the head coach of the Panthers now. Panthers ain't even on his list. But we know what they are. But he answered those questions, man, picking up the offense very fast. He looked great out there. He still got Chris Godwin, still got Mike. And on top of that, that offense seems to believe in Baker Mayfield. And that is the main thing. So as long as that is happening, and then you got your coach there who got a chance. Todd Bowles got another chance, and that was done by Bruce Arians. So he got a chance to do this and write it the right way. I'm rooting for Baker Mayfield and also the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for sure. Next up, we have the Los Angeles Chargers coach, contenders or pretenders?
I want to go with contenders on this one because of the defense. I just don't know if they can win that division. That's the only thing that worries me. And to be a contender, you have to be able to win your division, and I don't think they can. They had a good showing against the Raiders. You know, Justin Herbert, he played all right. But to be a contender, you have to come out of the division or be high wild card, and I don't know if the Chargers will do that. So I'm going to go with pretenders.
Jeff.
I see what you're saying, Coach, but to me, that division is so bad. You got to split with Kansas City. You got to hope you catch Kansas City on the week where something's not going right.
Yeah.
Right? If you split with Kansas City and handle your business against those other two teams, that'll get you that high wild card spot you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? So, and I think with Harbaugh at the helm, I watched Justin Herbert here in preseason a little bit, the first couple of games, like, he looks like they've taken a little bit off of his plate.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if that's smart. I don't know how that looks, but I know how it looks. I don't know how that feels for him, but they've taken a little bit off his plate. Folks got their defense flying all around the field, and they're running the ball.
Yeah.
That's it. To me, that's a recipe for success.
Yeah. Harbaugh's running this team like an old school football coach.
Yeah.
He's running the football. He's letting Justin Herbert just be a game manager, but at times, he's going to ask me, quit looking at me like that, dog.
Nah, you talking, bro.
At times, he's going to ask him to make a big play. But he's not going to ask him to go win the game, but, hey, go give me a third and long. Yeah. with 2 minutes to go in the game. And after that, I'm gonna hand the ball off to J.K. Dobbins. But at the same time, he's in the same position that he was in Michigan. He's gonna win. He's gonna win all the games he's supposed to. He'll probably lose to Patrick Mahomes. Just like he'll win all the games, he'll probably lose to Ohio State. So I think he's in a good position. The way Harbaugh wins is he's running the ball in his defense, and he focuses on the other team's mistake. If they fumble the ball, if they get interception at a good time, he might. You know what I'm saying? He waits on their mistake. He ain't gonna ask Justin Herbert to go out there and throw the ball 20 times and 30 times a game no more. It's not going to happen.
Yeah. Michigan's loss, man, is NFL's games. They're definitely contenders. And to bring back J.K. Dobbins, who's been written off 2 or 3 times, torn ACL, torn Achilles, to have him go out there and look the way that he looks, man, I'm rooting for him specifically. But that offensive line is a work in progress. Still got Joe out there, but he looked really good against Max Crosby. Held him to, me and Jeff thought was going to be a guy that was going to be Defensive Player of the Year, and he held him to a very pedestrian game, to say the least.
Big Joe out.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what y'all were going to get him if y'all had
gonna
the
get
chance.
Joe out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just didn't fall. But yeah.
He wasn't going past Tennessee.
And then you get another chicken noodle soup game because you played Carolina in week 2. So, man, you look at it, that team isn't nearly as deep as it was the past couple of seasons, but it's not nearly as talented either. So in turn, yes, they'll contend, but not to the point where we would say that they could get past Kansas City. Kansas City don't even have Marquise Brown anymore. He's gone. He's gone for the year. Yeah. Just that fast.
Yeah, but they fleeced Buffalo for Xavier Worthy.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
And they fleeced the world for that.
Yeah.
They good. They're perfectly fine.
But that's the thing, though, about Weezy mentioned it. You're going to have a tough team, going to be physical, and they're going to win some games with the Chargers for sure. Yeah. Next up, we have the Green Bay Packers, Weezy. Contenders or pretenders?
Your quarterback's out. You got Malik Willis over there. I know a lot about Malik Willis. But here's the thing. About Malik. Here's the thing about Malik Willis. About the Packers. You lost your quarterback. It's too much, not too much, but you got a great defense, though. You got a lockdown corner over there. You got a great linebacker. You got some pass rushers. You got a great defense. But here's what I'm worried about. If Malik Willis comes in and this coaching staff make his ass look good, I'm going down there to the Titans and I'm saying, what the fuck is going on?
That ain't got nothing to do. Well, yeah, they had a year with him.
That's a lot to do with it.
They had 2 years with him.
No, they didn't.
They did.
Yes, we did.
Callahan had one. He ain't had no time with him.
No, not Callahan.
The whole first.
No, I'm just saying. I'm speaking. I know.
Are you talking about Braves?
Titans.
Yeah, I'm just talking in general.
Yeah.
But if this coaching staff can make Malik Willis go out there
and ball.
Yeah, and ball and make him scheme up some shit for him. After what I seen him, he can't do a 10-yard pass straight. I seen it. I seen it with my own 2 eyes.
What you got, Jeff? I ain't gonna let you do Malik like
that.
The
thing about it, I piggyback off what Weezy said. I think he is gonna look good because you have a coaching system and a coaching style that's going to understand that letting a young kid be an athlete isn't a problem. And if he needs to get out and scramble and get a first down from here and there, yeah, that 10-yard pass might not look the way it's supposed to look the first play, but let him get comfortable instead of pulling him out the game when he ran for 60 yards in a preseason game for saying he didn't throw enough.
Jeff,
that's horrible coaching, bro.
You looking at what they did with Jordan Love. They ain't going to let Malik Willis have that type of rope.
No. It ain't about the rope. It's about saying
run the ball.
Make one read and go. If he ain't there, look here, get out of there.
Yeah. And LaFleur's good at that. Now, he's good at dialing shit up. I agree. But I'm trying to tell you, they got Ryan Tannehill on line, too.
Ryan Tannehill's going back to Miami. He's going back home for the redemption story.
They'll get Tom Brady before they get Ryan Tannehill.
One of them going to trade for Josh Dobbs.
Josh Dobbs going to get a job.
Josh
Dobbs going to find a way to get a starting job.
He's in San Francisco right now, but somebody going to trade for him.
I have them as pretenders due to the injury. They're not going to be able to overcome that and win a division. Now the Lions really going to win the division now. I don't see Green Bay being able to pull off winning that division with this injury. I think they're going to fall too far behind because Jordan Love is going to come back this season. I just think they're going to be so far in the hole in the loss column. It's going to be too much to make up. So for that reason, I had them as pretenders. I'm sorry.
I still got them as contenders because of what Mike LaFleur can do. He can dial up plays, guys, and it's just 3 to 6 weeks. They said the door's still open for week 2. Do I think he plays week 2? No, but I think he'll play at least week 4. So in turn, Malik Willis, I think with the team that they have set up, they can win some games, guys. Just with that talented roster, they still got Xavier McKinney out there, Jai Alexander at the corner. They still got Rashawn Gary, Kenny Clark. There's guys there. They just got to worry about finding ways to dial up plays for Malik Willis. Jaden Reed is still there. I think he's the version of Deebo Samuel. Like, you can tell that all of those guys come from the same tree. If you look at Shanahan, you look at LaFleur, you look at McVay, they're all in this. They find a guy, and then they get the best out of him. So in turn, they'll be fine. I think there's enough time to keep them afloat while he recovers from his injury. And hell, if you look at it, they win 2 or 3 games in the middle of this, they can push Jordan Love out for another 2 weeks and make it 5-6 weeks. So yeah, man, they'll be fine. Next up, we have the return of the Achilles tendon. We'll kick things off first with Kirk Cousins. Is he a contender or pretender, Coach?
I think it's over for Kirk.
I wish we would let Jay lead with this one.
I think he's a pretender, man. I think that injuries are going to come back to hurt Kirk. I know we've seen people bounce back from it with all the new technology now in the medical field, but I don't think he's going to be able to recover and be the same Kirk. So I have him as a pretender.
Jeff.
Kirk Cousins is a pretender. Atlanta Falcons are contenders.
They're not winning without Kirk Cousins. So
Atlanta Falcons win that division with Michael Penix.
He not playing tonight.
It's
I don't
amazing
care who
how
play.
all of a sudden
I said it from the
we
jump.
seesaw with Kirk Cousins. One day
I never wait. Hold on. Jeff never liked Kirk. Never understood the Kirk Cousins thing. I get it. He's a legend at the bank. I totally understand. But when the game on the line, Kirk go Kirk.
Kirk Cousins is a guaranteed quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons for 2 years, dog. Trust and believe it. 2.
Okay. 2. And I do think people are overreacting early, right? They're going out on the limb early. But I do think eventually Michael Penix is your answer if you want to win this.
2 years from now, but they ain't not doing that. What you got with on Kirk?
Kirk just got to get healthy. He got to run. They got to get healthy. Run more play action. So what he do is he's a screen king.
Can't though.
What you mean?
Can't push off that right foot.
That's what I'm saying. He got to get healthy.
Yeah.
Once he gets healthy, get back to those play actions. I think he'll be fine.
Yeah.
Because we got to realize this is a system he's never done before either.
Yeah, it's true. It's a new system. Yeah, it is.
And so once things calm down, this is week one. Once things calm down, Kirk Cousins will be fine.
But he was under center one time the entire game. Looking the ball. He's getting that ball out of there. I ain't never seen nobody get that ball out of there goddamn fast. He didn't do one play action. Man, listen. Kirk Cousins is built off play actions. That's him. That's what he does. He signed a $180 million contract to do play action passes for Bijan Robinson. They sit in the box on Bijan. This team is only going to go as far as Bijan takes them, and Kirk Cousins is the catalyst to unlock Bijan Robinson.
He got your boy touchdown though.
Yeah, my boy's wide open. Shit, he had me. Yeah, but his game isn't predicated off of elite athleticism. He's just out there to throw the ball. So if he's out there to throw the ball, he'll be fine. This injury is all mental. That Achilles is fine. He just got to get time to kind of trust that he can push off and make that throw because he's already getting the ball out too fast and he looked crazy out there. And that ain't Kirk.
So he said he had plenty of time to recover from that.
Yeah, man. Kirk Cousins will start every game this year. They're not getting Malik Willis and not Malik Willis. Michael Penix. He's not gonna play.
So his Achilles is fine.
Yeah, his Achilles is fine.
Yeah, plenty of time to recover.
Yeah, he'll be fine. That defense is gonna win him a couple of games. They'll be straight.
So he's content.
He's no.
I remember a time, Jeff. You remember? I'm just saying.
My dog used to catch it when you do stuff like that. Weezy got you right there. Weezy baited you on that one.
I knew what he was talking about from the beginning.
You used to catch still. Okay. He used to catch though. Weezy baited you right there.
I'm just saying. I remember.
What was the time and what?
Let's like it.
No, we locked in. That's what I thought. Moving on to Aaron Rodgers. Coach, is he a contender or pretender?
I think A-Rod's a contender. There's too much around him. Defense is loaded. He has the weapons on offense. He just needs to get those game reps in. You know, he coming off the Achilles at age he was, they didn't want to push him too far, too fast, even though he was out there walking with that new surgery he got, whatever it was. Yeah. But I think he's a contender just because of what he has around him. Now, first game back, you playing against one of the best defenses in the NFL, so I didn't expect him to look well or look too good, but A-Rod to bounce back, so I have him as a contender.
Jeff.
Yeah, man. I think both of these guys, both of these guys being Kirk Cousins and Aaron Rodgers, it showed that they didn't participate in the preseason. So you were coming in kind of cold. So you got to give it some time. So I think Aaron Rodgers, I'm not gonna say it's fail proof, but he has a defense around him. And he didn't look too good, but he had a defense around him. He has offensive weapons around him. That team is going to be okay.
Weezy?
I think Aaron will be fine. Like Jeff said, like I said, he played against a great defense. That defense looks different. That defense, I'm gonna give y'all that. He played against a great defense.
Defense far, yeah.
But his probably his passes was still zipping.
Yeah,
Like
he's a little jittery out there too, though. He was jittery.
One drive he looked great.
No,
that scoring drive he looked.
There were
great.
times it was vintage Aaron Rodgers. I get that, but it was some of those times too where he was getting the ball out too fast. Just the same problems because you're scared to plant off the damn foot. That is the injury that hasn't really advanced like everything else has.
Whoa. Kirk Cousins is fine, but he's not fine off here. I'm confused.
That ain't what I said.
No, you said
that's the shit I be talking about.
No, you said he couldn't play because
Somebody lock in, twin. Somebody over there lock in, twin. Somebody.
No, listen to me, Jay.
Weezy locks over there.
I ain't trying to start no shit.
Lock in, twin.
Listen to me.
But you are though.
No, I'm not trying to start shit. I promise you I'm not. You said that he couldn't plant and stuff like that.
I said both of them couldn't plant.
But you said Kirk Cousins' injury was Achilles was fine.
And I said both of them are in a situation where they got to trust the damn Achilles. That's it.
Lock in, twin. Lock in.
Please lock in, twin.
Fuck with me.
Somebody.
God damn, fuck with me. Be nasty, man. I'm telling you, boy. If I ever do some time, please come help me. Get me out.
God.
Please come get me out, dog.
What everybody else said was correct.
Glad you're on my team.
There's a lack of chemistry between him and the rest of the offense.
Crazy, man.
Because he didn't play a single snap of preseason, guys. This is the difference, man. He'll figure it out. That defense is too good to not win games. Both guys will be all right. Let's move on next to the Detroit.
They don't stand a chance with his ass. That nigga get out whatever you want to get out of.
Can we move on to the Detroit Lions?
Who
we got? No. Jeff.
He's supposed to be like
Contenders or pretenders?
For the Lions? Whoo, shoot.
I'm seeing it my damn self and can't fight it.
I had Green Bay winning this division before the Jordan Love injury. I do think the Lions, with how their roster and how they, more so than anything, how they believe in their coach, I think that puts Detroit as a contender.
Coach.
Yeah, like Contenders, man. Unlike Jeff, I had the Lions winning the division before the Green Bay injury to their quarterback. So the confidence they're playing with, I have the Lions winning the division, so I have them as a contender.
Weezy.
Lions are contenders, man. The wide receiver, they got wide receiver other than St. Brown. The running back is, and they get the running back is playing good. Hutchinson is playing great, and they're getting good quarterback play. Jared Goff, I'm telling you, Jared Goff is settled down.
That's your man.
I'm just telling you.
It's something about player development, man.
I'm telling you now.
Confidence. That coach believes in him. Confidence.
Yeah.
I mean, he ain't out there trying to. But Jared Goff is out there. Jared Goff's out there. He out there to win the game now.
Yeah, no, for sure. I have him as contenders as well. That offense evolved over time, but the formula for success remains the same with this team. The offensive line is elite, and then on top of that, you got somebody that can go over the top, and that is Jameson Williams. That's all they've been waiting on, for a person to come out and be a blazer for them. They got one of the league's best offenses without him. It was missing that downfield element. Jameson Williams does that for them. It really helps out. Their defense still a work in progress. They got a bunch of new guys. They lost Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. They got a rookie starting. So that's the things you got to worry about. But I think the offense might be good enough to cover the defense until they figure the shit out. So, yeah, I definitely have them as contenders. And last but not least, we have the Pittsburgh Steelers, Weezy. Contenders or pretenders?
I got them as a pretender. I don't trust the quarterback play with them at all. But what I do trust is T.J. Watt. I do trust T.J. Watt. T.J. Watt, he won in football games for him. They weren't supposed to win that game 15-18 last week.
But they did.
I'm just saying they weren't supposed to win that game.
But they did.
But they did, you know, because of T.J. Watt. That's why they won that game.
And on top of that, too, Justin Fields was making plays.
Justin Fields did just enough.
He did. Hey, that's all they asked him to do. They didn't open up the playbook for him too.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But like I said, the quarterback play I haven't seen yet.
Okay.
But what I did see is T.J. Watt.
Okay.
You got defense. You got defense, and you're gonna run the ball.
That's it.
That's what I like. To me, that's just one of those things in football at every level. That's going to work. Play defense, control the clock, run the ball. That's what Pittsburgh's going to do. Mike Tomlin's going to have yet another winning season, and sooner or later, Justin Fields that light switch is going to come on. They won a game without him playing above and beyond.
They didn't even use him.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, like you said, their playbook's going to open up,
Yeah.
and they are a contender. Again, that is the best division in football by far. By far.
Okay. Ain't nobody arguing with that. What you got?
Somebody over there arguing with it.
Who?
For me?
Go ahead, Glock. Don't pay
Cameron.
no attention.
I don't think they can win this division
Nah.
because of the Ravens. Let's just be real. The Ravens, even though they lost to Kansas City by a toe, as the catch was out of bounds because he stepped on the grader going to overtime. But like Jeff mentioned, the way football is now, you don't necessarily have to win your division to still make the playoffs. So if Justin Fields can figure out how to beat Justin Fields that he was Ohio State, confidence being a lot to do with that, he has some weapons around him. He has another good defense. But you have a coach in Mike Tomlin that seems to know how to unlock people.
Damn right.
So I have the Steelers being contenders, even though they won't win a division, but I still think they can be contenders.
I'm rolling too. The problem is, unfortunately, they're not going to be able to take Justin Fields out of that game because they're going to continue to win games. Got Russell Wilson, who's probably healthy right now, but they want to see what they can get out of Justin Fields. So they got a philosophy, and Jeff mentioned, and they want to win. So in turn, you completely put that offense in a run situation, and on top of that, Justin Fields helps and complements the run game. So that makes things a lot easier. And they spent so much money on their defense this past offseason, which they really don't do. As long as their offense didn't make any major mistakes, and as they continue to go on from week to week to figure out ways to open up that offense for Justin Fields, I think positive plays, he'll find ways to kind of make sugar out of shit, which he does at a really high level. You can't get that with Russell Wilson at this age, unfortunately. So as long as Justin Fields is on that team, they're definitely contenders.
Let me ask you a question real quick.
What's up, man?
The Packers, Miami, and who else has got a hurt quarterback? One more team. Packers, Miami.
Hurt quarterback?
Yeah.
You should probably. He's not hurt, but New York's probably looking for a quarterback right now.
Well, Packers and Miami.
Yeah.
Would you make a third-round pick right now for Cleveland? Packers, Miami, Cleveland. Would you make a third-round pick right now for Russell Wilson? Trade a third-round pick?
No.
Not in Cleveland because you got the same.
Yeah.
You got the same. If I'm Miami, I might look at it if I'm Miami though, because depending on, I hate to say, it really
How long you
depends.
think Tua will be out?
That's what I'm saying. It really just depends, like, because you don't want to rush him back.
Hell no, you can't do that.
Because the thing is with Miami, they don't know.
Yeah,
He could take off 8 weeks and say, but they don't know.
Truly, when he's back, how confident are you? Because this wasn't even. I know we talked about that. Wasn't even a hard hit though.
Because I'm saying, because
You got talking to the mic.
Pittsburgh would give up. They'll trade anything for Russell Wilson. I mean, I think they'll take a third, fourth round pick for Russell Wilson right now.
I think everybody knows Russell Wilson can't play anymore though.
Okay.
So I think the people that will take flyers out on people are people like Denver got 3 quarterbacks. Zach Wilson might be somebody that somebody go reach out for. You got Josh Dobbs. Zach Wilson can play though, bro. He looked good in preseason. Jacoby Brissett. I think. Nah, that's Weezy guy. I remember he said BYU had a headband and everything.
Never had a fucking headband talking about.
Why you cuss me?
No, I'm just saying that was my guy, but I ain't never wore a headband for that.
Okay.
I ain't never wore a headband for
You
him.
know that was your guy. Yeah.
But you know how you add the sauce to it, and then you.
Lock in, twin.
No, I ain't locking back.
2 weeks, baby.
Nah, I'm locked in with him. I'm just not finna keep on locking in with him because he know he trying me.
Nah.
Why did you try me?
I don't try it.
Here we go.
But you have a skill. You have a skill
That is.
that's dangerous, bro. It's dangerous. I just glad you're on my
And
side.
that is.
Cause you got a fucking skill, dog. Will you use it to my defense sometimes?
And that is.
I do it too much.
Nah, I don't believe that.
And that is.
Yeah, tweet some questions
Thank
throughout the week at Full Sport Press. Don't forget to comment, give us a thumbs up on the YouTube page. on the iTunes page. Please rate and subscribe. But more importantly, don't forget to tell a friend.
To tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
Everything paid for, big baby.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Jump the gun.
Get a drummer song.
Camera's always on, I guess.
We are. We are.
Shit. All right.
Thank you for listening to the Full Sport Press podcast. To catch up on previous episodes, please check out the YouTube page and wherever you find your favorite podcasts. Don't forget, tell a friend to tell a friend.
The revolution will be podcasted.